the best SSDs for gaming will grow incredibly costly. Gen 5 SSDs are starting to appear on store shelves because to their utterly astounding speeds. Of course, the bothersome part is that you'll probably need a new motherboard, CPU, and RAM to fully benefit from Gen 5 performance. Even if you temporarily overlook these fantastic new drives, Gen 4 is more than adequate, much like the other new generation components, to remove loading windows in your favorite games. Plus, right now, all the best drives are constantly discounted. With quicker level loading times for games and faster save operations, the best SSD could speed up your job. Finding the greatest SSD or solid-state drive for your specific system and needs is essential if you want the quickest gaming PC, 5 pounds, laptop, or even a swift productivity machine. This is similar to how the best processor and graphics card may boost your productivity and gaming performance. With a sea of options, it may be difficult to navigate around to find the ideal SSD for your needs. We've tested a ton of SSDs over the years, from the best M.2 to the best portable SSDs. Because of our thorough and exacting testing procedure, we are able to determine which SSDs are worth your hard-earned money and which you can safely toss in the trash. We've compiled the top SSDs across a range of categories to make it easier for you to pick the ideal SSD for your requirements and price range. And as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Now, let's get started. Number 6. Samsung 990 Pro. When Samsung unveiled the 990 Pro SSD, it attracted a lot of attention, mainly because it adhered to the PCIe 4.0 standard rather than the PCIe 5.0 that was expected. But its performance almost reaching the full potential of the PCIe 4.0 hushed a lot of doubters. Its RIG capabilities are unmatched for gamers, and its write rates are excellent for creative workers, especially when working on large projects. One notable aspect is that the 990 Pro's sequential writes are far faster than those of both its predecessor and rivals. It also exhibits remarkable read rates, almost reaching the 8000 ms PCIe 4.0 maximum, while its sequential write speed of 6826 ms in our tests is not quite at the claimed 6900 ms. It's damn near there. Its recorded sequential read speed of 7449 ms in our testing is exactly at Samsung's guaranteed read speed. In addition, our rivals reveal that the 990 Pro outperformed the 980 Pro, copying a huge folder around 32% faster and transferring 10 GB files about 9% faster. This ability results in faster app launches and game loads. This also applies to 5 pounds performance. With the Samsung 990 Pro, we were able to replicate a 123 GB game around 84% faster than with the console storage drive. Number 5. Seagate FireCuda 530. One of the most well-known brands in storage is Seagate, and the Seagate FireCuda 532 TB is well on par with the big boys. This is partially because of its superb Phison E18 controller that it uses. Testing revealed that the FireCuda 532 TB met the advertised speeds of 7300 ms and 6900 ms for reading, making it one of the fastest Phison E18-based SSDs available. We read data of just under 6.9 GB and just over 7 GB. Given that the majority of drives are based on the Phison E18 controller, the FireCuda's remarkable 2550 TB write endurance rating is very remarkable. Number 4. WD Black SN850X. It's the best PCI 4.0 NVMe SSD for gaming in our opinion. With its widely used Black SN850 SSD, WD has upped the ante, utilizing an upgraded controller and more recent memory. The Black SN850X maximizes the benefits of the PCI 4.0 interface. All around, performance has increased and the drive is on par with the majority of the leading competitors in the PCI 4.0 market. RGB is also available with a heatsink option at 1 TB and 2 TB capacities. With a fair 5-year guarantee and a good dashboard application, WD offers assistance for the SSD. Although the M2 Black SN850X had an intimidating MSRP when it first launched, these costs have mostly decreased. In our testing, the much-heralded Game Mode 2.0 feature felt lacking, although WD assures us that this will change in upcoming firmware releases. In general, if you are unable to locate the Samsung 990 Pro, this is an acceptable substitute. Number 3. Kingston Fury Renegade. Overall, the Kingston Fury Renegade stands out as one of the greatest SSDs for gaming available today. We're excited to let you know that this drive is the real deal. When it comes to lightning performance, ideal for direct storage, with advertised speeds of up to 7,000 ms. Kingston don't lie, and neither do our standards with Crystal Disk Mark. The Fury Renegade recorded read and write speeds of 7344.99 ms and 6873.21 ms, respectively. It also received an amazing Anvil score of 21,649.35, indicating extremely excellent performance. Of course, if the performance in games isn't consistent with the metrics, they signify nothing. Thankfully, loading and transfer speeds were about as fast as you could expect from a drive of quality. In a briefing on transfer times, we mentioned that Cyberpunk 2077, a 64.88 GB game wrote from an NVMe disk to the Kingston in just 22.66 seconds. The story is similar with Destiny 2, whose 73.5 GB of content moved in just 28 seconds across drives. Additionally, loading times were almost non-existent, as we could launch Halo Infinite's main campaign and begin playing in just 18 seconds. Number 2. Crucial T700. We really wanted to include this one on the list even though it will appear on the pricier side due to it being PCI 5.0. It deserves a spot here. Known as the fastest SSD in the world, the Crucial T700 leads all performance categories by a wide margin. The drive's PCI 5.04 interface, which provides a channel for up to double the throughput of PCI 4.0 SSDs, and the FESN E26 SSD controller combined with Micron's cutting-edge 232-layer 3D TLC flash are responsible for the groundbreaking performance. The powerful combination produces the quickest SSD available for PC game loading times. Not to mention the incredible random read-write IOPS up to 1.5 million, which is still unmatched by any SSD available. Moreover, the Crucial T700 is resilient even for the highest workloads such as workstation-class video editing. The T700 retains its performance better than competing drives under prolonged high workloads. A lot of the first PCI 5.0 SSDs include active cooling, which means the heatsink has a fan attached to it. On the other hand, the T700 features a kick-passive heatsink that performs a commendable job of guaranteeing excellent performance. Crucial additionally provides a drive without a heatsink, letting you utilize the increasingly common including motherboard M, 2 heatsinks, or your third-party cooler. Number 1. WD-SN 570. The best NVMe SSD for gaming is the WD Blue SN 570, which targets a lower than average price than its predecessors, the SN 500 and SN 550. Might also be referred to as the best inexpensive NVMe SSD for gaming. The 1 TB unit I tested comfortably met its stated maximum sequential rates and its random read speeds, which are crucial for gaming performance. Could even beat premium Samsung and WD SSDs based on its performance. You wouldn't know this was an inexpensive device. This includes the WD Black SN 750, the previous flagship model, although it might not be the fastest NVMe SSD we've tested. The SN 570 is nevertheless incredibly nimble when compared to other PCI 3.0 standards and budget-friendly models. Its single-sided design makes it easy to slot into confined spaces in desktop computers and laptops. Its write speeds perform exceptionally well under demanding workloads, making it a fantastic all-rounder as well. What we like about it the most? Its high speeds, both for reads and writes. The sequential read speed goes up to 3,500 ms and sequential write speeds of up to 3,000 ms. It's very affordable and has decent choice of capacities like 250 GB, 500 GB, and 1 TB. And that about wraps up the best SSDs for gaming of this year. We've covered the highest rated SSDs specifically for PCs, laptops, and some we mentioned also are compatible with £5 from our testing. I'll put up a card on the top right if you want to see the best SSDs for £5 now. When it comes to choosing your SSD, it's important to choose an SSD that fits your budget. Whether you choose PCI 4.0, which is the best budget SSD, or PCI 5.0, an expensive but super fast, just know they will all improve performance by a huge margin, so picking the perfect one will depend on your use case. Remember that the descriptions of the products contain all of the links to them. If you think this video is helpful, please like it and comment with your top choice from the 6 options we listed or with any others you think should be included. For similar tech picks, subscribe.